Hare Krishna. Welcome back to our Swadhyaya online reading retreat labs presents Power of SAP, the Gateway to Spirituality Gita daily series. And in this series, we're continuing the chapter number 2. In the last session, we have completed the verse number 2.61. It was all about steady. Okay, so steadiness in our life, how we can be steady, and that part we have covered here. Okay, a man of steady intelligence we have studied. And in this today's verse, we'll be reading through this 2.62. Let's continue with the translation and the purport from Bhagavad Gita as it is. Translation: while contemplating the objects of the senses, a person develops attachment for them, and from such attachment, lust develops, and from lust, anger arises. Purport: one who is not Krishna consciousness is subjected to material desires while contemplating the objects of the senses. The senses require real engagements, and if they are not engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Lord, they will certainly seek engagement in the service of materialism. In the material world, everyone, including Lord Śiva, Lord Brahmā, to say nothing of other demigods in the heavenly planets, is subjected to the influence of some sense objects, and the only method to get out of this puzzle of material existence is to become Krishna conscious. Lord Śiva was deep in meditation, but when Pārvatī agitated him for his pleasure, he agreed to the proposal, and as a result, Kartikeya was born. When Haridāsa Ṭhākura was a young devotee of the Lord, he was similarly allured by the incarnation of Māyā-devī. But Haridāsa easily passed the test because of his unalloyed devotion to Lord Kṛṣṇa, as illustrated in the above mentioned verse of Śrī Yāmunācārya. A sincere devotee of the Lord shuns all material sense enjoyment due to his higher taste for spiritual enjoyment in the association of the Lord. That is the secret of success. One who is not, therefore, in Krishna consciousness, however powerful he may be in controlling the senses by artificial repression, is sure ultimately to fail, for the slightest thought of sense pleasure will agitate him to gratify his desires. So which only one word, reparation. If you do not know the meaning, we will mark it as the word of the day. Now let's go to Bhagavad Gita for daily enrichment series, and we will read the reflections here. 2.62, what we hold mentally holds us mentally. Our media continuously offers us high-octane sensory stimulation, especially for our eyes, as compared to the rapidly changing and colorfully overdressed images that are dished out to us on TV serials, movies, and commercials. The sensory fare provided by the daily life, real life appears poverty-stricken. Consequently, our mind plays truant from real life at every possible opportunity, preferring to dwell on the titillating images on display in our mental gallery. If you don't know the meaning, so you can see the meaning here. This mental truancy, the truancy means it is the action of staying away from school without good reason, absenteeism. Yeah. The mental truancy may initially seem to be just a pleasant and harmless distraction, but Gita wisdom alerts us about the dangerous consequences of such distractions. The Bhagavad Gita 2.6263 outlines step by step the process by which our thoughts gain an unstoppable momentum that steamrolls our moral and intellectual safeguards and propels us to self-destruction. When we hold on to an image mentally, we give it foothold in our mind. And before we realize it, the foothold becomes full hold. The dream of enjoyment conjured by the image. Do you know the meaning of a conjure? Cause or to appear by. By the image makes us oblivious. Oblivious, here the meaning is not aware of the concern about what is happening around one. To all other considerations and propels us towards its fulfillment, be it moral or immoral, prudent or imprudent. Prudent means, if you don't know the meaning here, acting with or showing care, thought for the future. Or imprudent, often this thought-sightedness ends in tragic self-destruction. To protect us from such a fate, Gita wisdom offers an alternative trajectory for our mind, the process of Bhakti Yoga. The yoga of devotion offers our senses rich devotional stimulants like enlivening pollinades, enchanting deities, enlightening scriptural verses, and energized sacred songs. By practice, we can learn to hold these devotional stimulants mentally. When we hold Krishna thoughts mentally, the same psychological process that had dragged us down materially raises of us up spiritually. Those divine thoughts hold us mentally, and we gradually find ourselves absorbed in Krishna and enriched by his encouraging, loving presence. That absorption and enrichment is life's supreme security and ultimate fulfillment. We will read the first translation in once again, 2.62. While contemplating the objects of the senses, a person develops attachment for them, and from such attachment, lust develops, and from lust, anger arises. So with this, we have completed this particular verse, and we'll be writing a couple of words here. Titillating. That is the meaning of titillating. Titillating. Double L, yeah. So I'll recommend you also frame your own sentences, yeah, using this word if you understood the meaning of them. Then truancy. Truancy is another word here. Another word we'll be seeing here today, conjured oblivious. Oblivious. Then we have another word called prudent. Yeah, that's it. So with this, we have completed this particular verse, and we will mark it as a green. Now, in the next session, we will be continuing with a new verse, that is chapter number 2, verse number 67, and the topic is catch the eye, catch the eye. It's interesting. So we'll stop here in today's sessions. Hare Krishna. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna.